3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, team. X3. 218.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Black. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, Haywood. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
To throw, Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go with Abdullah again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Abdullah. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Two. Mike 50, Mike Smith. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Abdullah. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the run, Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On the toss, Madison. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Mike's 42.
Hey, zoom.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. 42's the mark. 42's the mark. What do you got?
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 36 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Minnesota, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay,